9 ropes, polarized light, the gap between within and without. Awaken Solstice Dawnbreak. What's up guys, it's Punchy, and it's about time to show you a Deepwoken combo that's so fun, it's basically a new curse technique. I've talked about this before, but in the world of Jujutsu Kaisen, an anime that I really enjoy, the peak of cursed energy or their power system comes down to how well you've mastered your domain expansion. Once pushing your curse technique to the absolute limit, it's possible to open a domain expansion, a separate realm where the user and target are trapped within. Most times, the sorcerer who owns this domain expansion gains something called a sure hit attack. It's simple enough, it's guaranteed sure to hit, and that's what I got for you today. In Deepwoken, I wouldn't consider many things to be a true combo, but this attack is almost sure hitting, guaranteed to hit if pulled off correctly. I don't think it's unavoidable 100% of the time, but it is extremely fun to use and essentially unpunishable. I called this Solstice Dawnbreak. This sure hit curse technique consists of 2 different mantras, both very cheap and easy to obtain with almost any stats. The first integral tool to craft this curse technique is going to be using Shadowcast's Encircle. In combat, this mantra spawns a multitude of spinning shadow after images surrounding your target, and no matter what, it will teleport the user directly to them almost every single time. If it's parried, you're still moving towards that enemy. Blocked, it doesn't matter because you're still gonna be there. They dodged, well, Encircle is still teleporting. Even if the user is hit, it does not matter. Encircle will teleport in almost every single situation, bringing that Shadowcast user right on top of their target. The damage is also pretty decent when Encircle lands, and the additional status of slowing your enemy in place while stealing their ether is definitely appreciated. That's all great. Of course we want to hit the enemy with Encircle, but the main idea of this mantra is getting in close and eliminating that gap. I usually slap on a Wayward Gem for even more pressure to extend that combo beyond the initial hit. Now the second part of this combo is essential, being Radiant Dawn. So this Dawnwalker attack where you leap into the air and slam back down is completely unparryable and unblockable, and the only real option is to get out of the way. I'll be honest, it's pretty difficult to land this without any combo setup, but I will say it is practically unpunishable if you use this at the edge of the hitbox. Like, nobody is gonna hit you after this. Something interesting that happened was a bug fix to Radiant Dawn that actually gave this mantra an insane hitbox buff. For some reason, it's way easier to hit targets when you're above them, and the damage is dealt almost a second earlier than before. It doesn't really look that different, but trust me, it's hitting way more often than before. It's like their head or hitbox is just bigger. So now, all we have to do is combine both of these mantras for a really fun sure hit attack. Awaken Solstice Dawnbreak. After targeting our enemy with Encircle, we can cast Radiant Dawn right after to slam onto our target and essentially get free damage. Of course, if players defend against the Encircle and it doesn't land, it can be harder to hit, but this new extended Radiant Dawn hitbox will definitely help us out. No matter what, if the target defends against the Encircle in any way, we're still teleporting in with an unblockable attack that has a very high likelihood of hitting. I activate my Radiant Dawn as soon as the Encircle starts swirling, but it is possible to capitalize off that Wayward Gem if you're sure the Shadow Mantra will hit. It's pretty hard to aim this, so you'll probably want to teleport with Encircle while you're descending from the Radiant Dawn arc, so it has a higher chance to hit them. Is there skill involved? Well, nah, but I'd still win. Solstice Dawnbreak, basically whatever edgy name you want, this is what I'm calling it, but it's so much fun to use, and even if you miss this attack, it's very difficult to punish because we ended off with Radiant Dawn, which is almost unpunishable. We find light within darkness with a combination of Shadowcast and Dawnwalker. Seriously though, try it out. There's infinite options with the Encircle mantra, and this is only one of them. Let me know down below some other goofy mantra combos that have insane synergy together, and I might just give it a shot. As always, make sure to like and subscribe, and have a good one. Let's hit 75k. Thanks again, it's punchin' time.